Hello, my name is Missy Harris, and I serve as the director of the Lincoln County Library System. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our Creative Aging Watercolor Techniques for Beginners course. This special program is made possible through the generous support of the Lincoln County Library Foundation and the Wyoming Arts Council. I am truly delighted that you are joining us for this creative experience. Our instructor, Judy Gonnett, has been painting and teaching in Wyoming for the past 21 years after relocating with her husband to the Star Valley area. She teaches classes through Western Wyoming Community College's Athens Outreach Program and has also received grant funding to offer creative aging classes as an individual teaching artist. Judy has led workshops and classes in Jackson, DuBois, Rock Springs, and the Star Valley area, and we are pleased to welcome her back as a valued teaching artist for the Lincoln County Library System's Creative Aging Program. I truly hope you enjoy this class.
I took yours out. Oh, thank you. I didn't do that because you was. Oh, thank you. Okay, and then.
Well done.
We'll make sure you get one.
No, it's better without. Don't you think it's better without, you guys? The lights, okay. Boy, I wish we'd done that all along. I would have looked better without the light too. Anyway, okay. After I said nobody gets to see what we're doing today. Okay, I want everybody to have one full piece of paper, and you should also have a scrap piece of paper to practice on, okay? And we're going to orient it vertically. This is a surprise project. Tina, I put water in everybody, so don't think that I'm picking on you, okay? So today we just have Alpine. Afton has joined us. Lizzie, right? Lizzie, wait, what's your first name?
Nellie.
Nellie, I'm so close. Neil. Okay. Sorry. Okay, you can call me Stella. No, I knew. Never mind. So we only have Alpine there too, right? Alpine and Thane today. I don't see LaBarge up there. Hi, LaBarge. Okay. I want everybody to, if we're all using this palette, you can see that I've just literally dumped water into my paints. There's two reasons for this. One is we need really, really juicy paint today. So even though I have all my three blues, I just put paint in the middle. All of these are softening up, and I'll show you how to use them. But we want them really, really juicy. The second reason is that we need to let this sit over the weekend in a container like this, so on Monday they can clean the palettes more easily. By putting water in the paint, you're going to soften it up and make it much easier to come out of the palette. We hope. Okay, we hope. All right, so I want your palettes to be really juicy. And I also, actually, I would rather just use that palette, make it much easier for me to teach. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. Okay. Your paper's going to be oriented like this. And if there's anybody out there in the studio audience that has a little trouble with the water to paint ratio, okay, which is not just one person, it's actually quite a few people. When I say I want you to do really juicy, I mean juicy. We're going to do wet into wet. We have to do it all at once. So this entire page is going to be filled, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it and then have you paint it right away. We're going to paint it piece by piece by piece, okay? Color by color and in certain quadrants, okay? So I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to say you guys get to do it, and it should take you less than 10 seconds, okay? Per color, okay? So I'm going to start out with my yellows. I've got lemon yellow and I've got warm yellow. Okay. Again, I'm going to see how juicy this is. I've got a lot of paint there, right? Is everybody ready to paint?
No, and looks like we have to fill up some paint though.
Okay. That's kind of what I thought.
Other signals. Are we supposed to wet the paper?
No, don't anybody do anything yet. Okay?
So I think this group's gonna obey. Oh, they didn't send anything according to this. Oh, so they need to know something? She doesn't know that. Oh, still making some corrections. Yeah.
All nice and juicy. I just gave her mine, Rhonda. That will make it easy.
Oh, yeah. Still, so they knows that we gotta fix that. Well.
Okay, we want your yellows. Okay, let's make some nice juicy reds. Got through 2 palettes here. Especially your vermilion. Your vermilion is a key red, so I want you to have nice, quite a bit of that red there. What's the key word today? Oh, you guys are so smart. Okay. I'm going to have add a rose. What did Alpine say?
Which orange?
Not orange, vermilion red. So your palette should go lemon yellow, yellow, yellow ochre, orange, and then vermilion. Oops, I just put vermilion in my rose. Don't do that. So often teaching is what not to do. Okay, and these are the main colors that I want you to have ready. Okay. And all the rest of the colors, we're going to be able to work directly out of the palette with them. All right. Whoops. Look at what I did. I already got some red on my paper. All right. You ready to go? Alpine, are you ready? LaBarge, are you ready? Everybody ready? I'm coming into my yellow. And over here, we're going to leave the top third of your paper is going to be blank. Okay. I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to drop some yellow in a great big blob like this. As dark as you can get that without it being thick, Tina. Okay, so you want it as dense of a color as you can get. And then coming in, I'm going to do a little bit of yellow over here. So this is about as big as I want to get there. Yellow is over here. Coming down with a little more red, yellow right there. Okay, and then you're going to stop. Okay. But I need to work while these are wet. Okay, so I'm going to come in right away with my vermilion. And I'm just going to put some blobs of vermilion. Don't let it touch your yellow yet. Okay, so I'm putting the vermilion. Great big blob. The second key word today is blob. A blob of juicy vermilion. I'm going to come in with some rose. And I'm going to put a little bit of rose here. Now you can see that I have all these blobs and they're not touching yet, right? Does everybody have a page that looks like this so far? If you don't, work faster. Okay, because we got to work fast.
Yeah.
Ready? Take a wet brush and smew it. Leave a lot of white. Leave white spots. Smew it together. Have areas that are softer. Have areas that are darker and smew it together about like that. Okay, now your paper should look like this. Isn't this fun so far? What we're making is a wildflower garden, okay?
Okay.
You can come in with your paper towel. You can pick up some of the color to make more lighter areas. Okay, so come in with your paper towel and just blot up some areas just randomly, right? To create some texture. All right. Okay, your paper should look like this. If it starts to dry a little bit like that, like this is drying right here, I'm just going to add a little bit of water to it just to keep it nice and juicy. Okay. We have to do the next step while it's still wet, you guys. So we're going to come in with violet. Okay. Now, violet, you need much, much less of, and I'm coming in with it really strong, a really strong violet color. We don't want any insipid, wimpy colors here. You got that? Okay, what am I going to do with this violet? I'm going to put it right up here next to that yellow, but I'm not touching that yellow. I'm not touching that red. I'm just putting dark violet right up there. I'm going to come in with some dark violet, maybe right over here, maybe a little sprig right there. Want maybe a little bit more like that. All right, so that's all I'm doing right now. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots of violet that I've put in very, very strongly. And now what am I going to do? I'm going to shmoo. Okay, so I'm shmooing, and the way I'm shmooing it into the yellow, I'm not going to get an ugly brown color with that. I'm just going to get a gentle violet going into the yellow. Okay. The same over here. I'm just going to come and shmoo it together a little bit. Shmoo this a little bit. Shmoo this a little bit. It's kind of scary, isn't it?
Paper. I kind of paper.
Today's object is to use up the paint in the palette to make it easier to clean with. It's like if I were going to name this anything, I would name it Dawn's wildflower garden, because my neighbor had a wedding in her backyard and she just threw a bunch of wildflower seeds and just grew the most gorgeous wildflower garden in the corner. It was just beautiful. I snuck over in there and took pictures of it. Okay, so schmooing. All right, we've got it this far. All right, now what we're aiming for, and I've gotten you this far because everybody has trouble with this. Because if I told you that we were going to paint flowers, everybody would have been trying to paint flowers. You would have been trying to put petals on those yellow and petals on the red, right? So how are we going to turn this piece of paper into flowers now? We just start adding centers, okay? So you can add centers. For instance, look at this pink area where all I did was add some little blots, right? So coming in here to the purple area, these are lupin, right? And lupin is a real simple brush shape. So I'm just going to come directly up into what I already have painted, and I'm going to make this brush shape like this. This is just the lupin, just a silhouette of the lupin. Okay, so just using my brush, smoothing it in a little bit, making kind of a lupin shape. We're probably going to have to let this dry somewhat before we do the next shape, because if I come in with black into the red right now, it's going to spread all over the place. All right. So make your violet like this lupiny. Lupiny is lupiny. We're all going to be loopy. Okay. You can see that I'm picking up quite a bit of color. I'm going to come in later and add some more texture to that. So generally, I want you all to leave it like this. My violet was perhaps a little bit too runny. So now while we're letting the rest of this dry, we're going to come in and add just a little bit of greens. Okay. So I'm going into sap green. You can go into your light green or your dark green. I'm mixing all three together. And then I'm just coming in and adding a little bit of greens into the color areas. Okay. Just as though you have, some leaves growing. And then you can spew it out a little bit. And I would say that if everybody's gotten this far, that we should all jump up and run to our hair dryer and dry this up as much as we can. Or come in with your paper towel and pick some of it up. Except if I do that, I'm going to leave too much texture in my red. I have an area like this. See that granulation that's going on like that and how it's spreading? I want to keep that. So I'm not going to come in with paper towel. I want to keep this over here too, right? But you can create a little bit of texture. And this is the part that Rhonda may not like. We can still splatter too, you guys. You can do that now or later. A really nice color to splatter now would be white, making a really juicy, juicy is the key word. Okay.
Why would you splatter it for white? Juicy white? Wow, okay.
Because look at the texture. Okay, just a little bit, just enough so that Rhonda has to wash the tablecloths.
White and a more gray.
Okay. Now I can see some areas where I can come in. What I want to do now is add a color that we haven't added yet that's going to be quite lovely when I drop it into the white areas. I'm going to drop it in right here. I'm going to drop some in here. I meant to leave more here. And those colors are going to be cerulean blue. I have cerulean blue here mixed with ultramarine. And a little bit of white. I want a light blue, like a cornflower blue. Okay. Maybe a little bit more ultramarine. And then I'm going to come in. I have some more too. And I'm just dropping in some blue colors. And then coming in with my paper towel and making some texture. Thank you. I know. You should see it at home. Okay.
Really.
Ta-da! No, I'm kidding. We're not really done yet. You got my number now. I have like 6 garbage cans in the studio.
Colors besides white.
It was cerulean blue, ultramarine blue, and white. And I'm kind of schmooning it around a little bit, getting some grays. Now we want to start just putting some dots in the center. So for my yellow, and look at, guys can't see me mixing. For my yellow center, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some violet and burnt sienna colors together. So I get a nice dark color. And you don't want to do too many dots, and you don't want to have all your dots evenly spaced. So I might come in and make a really big one like that. I mean, that's really simple, right? And then come over and do maybe 3 dots like that. And you can see that the yellow was still wet, so I am getting a little bit of spread. That's fine. You just don't want it to spread too much. Might come down here in another dot or 2. Okay. So you can see how when you drop it in and it's wet, you need to have what we're dropping in here. If you already have wet yellow paint, then you need to make sure that you're coming in with butter consistency, okay? Otherwise, it's going to spread too much.
It's not spreading because it's dry already.
Well, it's Wyoming. I mean, there's a huge difference between doing watercolor in Wyoming and doing watercolor in Florida. Trust me. In Florida, you can't get it to dry like in 5 weeks, even though it's water. And here it dries before you even get it on the paper. I mean, it's just like, so yeah, and you might want to keep a spray bottle, you know. But at this point, it's better if it's dry. I'm going to come into the red area and I'm going to drop in some just black dots. Again, not too many, and try and do them in a nice, composition. I usually work in like 3 and then 2. See how that one's spreading right there? Ooh. Sorry, I'm going to let it go.
I like it. It looks good.
Yeah, sometimes it does look really good. Now, the other thing you can do too is I can come in with just a deeper red, like up here, and do a little circle for another kind of. So I'm just doing red on top of red for a circle like this, like 3 little, see how you do that? Maybe another one down there. And then shmoo it out a little bit. Remember, the object is to use up the paint. You can't take the palette with you this time. All right. Now you can see how you're already getting like this luscious bouquet of flowers. Like what? Might come in and splatter a little red. Okay, now my violet area up here, I've got the shape of the lupin right now. So if I come up with I can either go lighter or darker. If I want to go lighter, I'm adding a little bit of white. Lighter, I would get, now you see these brushes.
Violet and white.
I just added violet and white. Or you can do darker, right? So you can also come into your violet and then come over here and do it in a darker. So darker or lighter. So if you've done a really dark passage and you want to get more of it like this, right? So it's very abstract, but it's also very soft, Or you can come over here and do, when you have a lighter background, do a little bit darker on top. But let the lighter background show as well. And I'm letting it go a little bit down into my yellow, but I would come in there again and soften it a little bit. You can also gray down some of your yellow with some violet just to give like another feeling of white flowers on top of yellow. Remember I said we were going to be done with this painting lickety split? We're just about there. I mean, you know, we could have done another snow scene or another tree. But frankly, I've been working on people all week and I thought if I had to paint another tree, I was going to die. So, so it's all good. So an explosion of wildflower color. That's what we want today, right? Okay, now I'll show you some of my other examples so you get ideas of what you can do.
Oh, no, how does it look like that? Should look that way.
Now, if I had shown you this is my experience. If I had shown you this, everybody would have been trying to paint flowers, right? And you got to paint blobs and then make the flowers. It's what I'm saying all along is you paint the big areas first and then you come in with the details. There's another small one. Right? This is opera pink in case anybody wants to spend a little extra money on a really lovely color of paint.
Pink.
Opera pink. Opera pink. It's my favorite color.
With that green,
With the green, yeah, with phthalo like phthalo yellow green and opera pink are the most gorgeous combination. You can do so much with it. I didn't use opera pink for a long time because it's supposed to be it should fade, right? But I did an experiment this summer where I painted 3 cards with 3 different brands of paint and put them up in my west window. And the opera pink was absolutely fine after like 4 months, right? There was one brand of paint that was unidentifiable after 10 days.
Would it be, Maria's?
No, Marie's actually, this is one of the reasons I use Marie's is it's very light fast. And Marie's was fine. The thing I don't like about the Marie's is it's hard to reconstitute unless you keep it wet. Like this is all reconstituting really well, but I keep it wet and in a sealed palette.
What's that?
The brand name?
Yeah.
Is Marie's. Oh, the brand name of the palette? Yeah, if you just put in airtight or watertight, it was like $10, but it makes all the difference. And so even I use my paints every single day, but if I weren't, I still would open it up and spray them down and then close it back up just to keep them because then they're all ready to go, right? And that's one of the things I don't like about this paint, which I suspect that it has some polymer in it, some acrylic in it, and that's why it's so hard to do that. But I don't really know. So here's the original one that I did in the my very first one. Now, one of the things I did was to create some distance. I added a little bit of gray up here in the background area. And you can do that if you want, because we certainly have plenty of time. So it was just like I'm adding a little bit of distance, a little bit of gray to counter all the color in the background. I actually did a little bit of black and then just dropped a little bit of my rose color in it just to soften the blacks. I don't really like using just straight up black or indigo or anything. And you don't want it to be too dark. You want it to be quite light. Actually got too dark there. So just to give it a little softness, you do not have to do this. It just adds a little bit something to it. Did it much better here. Okay. We're going to want to add some grasses in there too. So you just keep working on it. You're going to let everybody work for a while without me chattering at you. I'm going to go run around. I have to go check on my friend. She said she got plenty of water, Sean.
But not exactly flowers.
Well, not yet. Not yet. Where's your flower? Oh, that's brown. Where's your flower?
It's not exactly because.
It's like, oh, wait a minute. You just start. It's like a base now. I better leave you alone.
Well,
I mean, it was
that was somebody else.
I suspect
Jill or somebody.
Connie.
Okay, there you go.
There I go.
There you go.
I was trying to catch up, so I just did it.
Pretty sad, but I can do other crafts really well. But I keep working at it.
That's so funny. I'm looking at everybody's going, everybody needs to leave more white. And then I looked at mine and go, well,
I would bring more white either.
you got it.
We were
People got
coming
it.
here properly. I've been trying to keep up, let's just face that.
I'm not saying it's a miracle. This is really nice too.
That's special.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, you looked up here. Like, I'm so confused.
Well, there was somebody not here, I thought, why sit when I go myself?
Try and solve it. You want to look at right through there.
Maybe like with one.
Yes. You want to get a bit of
Okay.
Oh, wait, I forgot to look at these two, the two that moved up close.
Yeah, right, well.
Oh
we-
my gosh.
It's kind of runny.
Not gonna hold it upright.
Well,
sorry.
then it might add some, something to it.
Look at that. Look how wild she got. That's, I mean, they're really lovely when they hang on your wall, especially in deep winter. Makes you really happy.
Thanks.
You got it.
Good.
Shmoo.
Yeah, I know. Smooth, smooth.
She was you shmoo.
Maybe a bunch.
Okay. And now I am going to add just a few grasses. You guys know how to do that. Oh, I wouldn't do it like that though. Add more leaves, just a little bit here, a little bit there. You can come into light areas like this and add just a little bit of darker to make more abstract flowers. And white flowers too. With some people were adding daisies. I tried to add daisies, but the white is always going to dry 20% darker. So like if I wanted to put some white on top of this violet, I'd have to come in pretty thick in order to make it show up. So I'm kind of doing like I'm doing some white flowers here. Then smooth it out a little bit. The earth laughs in flowers. Were you guys out there thinking the earth is laughing at our flowers? No, I could feel that. I could feel that coming. So you can see I'm just playing around and adding some red into my yellow, yellow on top of yellow. I wonder what would happen if I added. And splatter green on there too, just a little bit. Another happy flower painting. Doesn't it make you happy? Everybody should say yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you, Mickey. She's been well trained. Did we find mat boards? We didn't get mats, did we? All of the paintings that you've done that are this size will fit into a ready-made mat that you should be able to get relatively inexpensively. That would fit a 9x12. I think make it 11x14 or something like that. That's some. I don't know if Alpine has them or Labarge. Might. These could be left over from other classes too. So look at, woo. I'm gonna try and do it without making it dirty so someone can have it. So look at what it's gonna look like when you put a mat around it. I mean, and then you put a black frame around it. You guys, that's, if you don't mind my bragging. This makes me happy. Wouldn't you want that in your bathroom?
No.
Lori, wrong answer.
One color.
Oh, well, okay, well. We can put it in the library bathroom. Unfortunately, I splattered up in my sky, so it looks like a circus up in that sky there. Maybe I'll do little like blue flowers up there. Lori, did you find this kind of method a little bit too far? Too loose for you?
For me, yes. But it's fun.
This class was not supposed to be fun. This is a serious class. Making art should always be fun, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, unless you're like, trying to make a living off of it. But why ruin something,
It does room.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop because I think if I do anything more, I'm just gonna wreck it.
Don't damage.
Is anybody else finished? Listen to me packing it up. I'm out of here.
Doesn't look like flowers to me. From a long ways away.
Does mine look like flowers?
Yes, but now I want to go in and wind it.
Now you want to go in and what?
Wind it.
Oh, and that is a very good point because we did do that last year. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me that, which will add something to it, but not if I bring out my charcoal pencil. Okay, putting that away. Yes. So and this is true in my opinion of all watercolors, if you feel like it's not successfully standing on its own as a painting, I happen to think that mine is, so I'm not going to draw on it. Okay, you can absolutely come in and add some ink. Okay, You can do this at home. We probably have some ink pens here you can use. One of the things that Victoria did that we all really loved last year was she added these little sprigs. So she would have just a little something coming up and then little like weeds, basically. Aren't wildflowers basically weeds anyway? Beautiful weeds, but you know, medicinal weeds. So doing little things like this. Or coming in and doing an actual, and if you did want to do stuff like that. Basically just coming in and adding some doodles to it. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. And just adding some circles around your blue to make them more flowery. Where's my, oh. Thought I was done and then I remembered about the pen. I wish I had a camera to take a picture of your face.
Yes, I get. Very concentrated.
Well, this will be the next year's Christmas card.
I personally think it's beautiful, but I love color, you know, so.
How about now I see this looks like a face.
It does look like a face. This looks like a moon face to me.
Oh,
And then this is your son,
yes, there we
or
go.
scorpion.
Unbelievable.
It
This was a challenge.
was a hard thing to explain. And everybody's gonna go in there and paint flowers.
Yeah, thanks. I think yours look like flowers.
Good.
Spraying it might help.
Let the brush use the.
Yeah, I think so, that's
Brush
true.
so that you're getting the natural petal like press.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because you've got, when you have a round brush, you have like a natural petal shape. Like one of the flowers that I'm just terrible at is, what's it called? What's our state flower?
Paintbrush. Indian paintbrush.
Oh, yeah, I know. I have a hard time with that. I know we've gone through this over and over again ad nauseum, how it means a totally different thing in Wisconsin. Totally different flower.
Yeah, well, what we call it in Michigan was really dayline derivative.
Yeah, exactly. But more color, yellows and reds.
Little petals with orange around the edges is what I remember.
There's my Indian paintbrush right there. So if you wanted to take some of your red and make an Indian paintbrush, I'm running out of room though.
I think I gobbled mine up as good as it always do.
Okay, I'm gonna absolve myself of responsibility for this project today and blame Ellen. Just remember, she was the one who said, do wildflowers. Okay, so Ellen, are you there this week?
No, she's had that.
That's what I thought. She gave us the idea and then she abandoned us. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I like mine. Tina, did you try drawing any yet?
No, it's okay. No.
Judy. Judy's over there going like this.
I'm getting more flowers in there.
There was paint on my brush. Did you see me? I'm like a little kid. I looked at over at Rhonda like she's gonna punish me now. Kick me out of class, send me to the principal.
Well, you used to paint them.
I have a lot I can finish. What was it? What were the words I used last week? A tumultuous cacophony of color. Last week it was leaves, but this week it's color. This is like the spitting image of Dawn's wildflower garden last year. Do you guys believe me?
Years in my garden. We've had some nasty ones. Right now, only about 2,000 daffodils are all smashed flat.
Was it more fun up here instead of being in Afton?
Oh, yes. It's fun to be with you.
I'm sorry, we should have pulled you up here like weeks ago.
I enjoyed it and we had fun.
It's easier when the weather's nicer though. It's part of it too. I would have anxiety if I knew I had to drive to Afton for something.
It's not that bad.
Well, not for you.
But I drive here.
I know. But I'm a wimp. I'm a winter wimp.
It's done. I haven't quite fit nothing to it. You'll about have it green pretty quick. Yeah. Green.
This needs more white. So I think about 10 more minutes on this and then we should see what everybody's doing and enjoy some snacks to celebrate finishing our class and maintaining our sanity. Maybe a blizzard is the answer if you're not happy with yours, right? Go for the white blizzard. It's baby's breath. All right, here's all my baby's breath. Those beautiful flowers grew, and then I grew in my baby's breath. I bet everybody goes home and all your spouses or your roommates or whatever are going to say, best painting ever. Well, Pete might not.
Oh, yeah, I might be.
There's still one spot left in the people class that starts Monday, by the way. So if someone wants to sign up, they can only make 7 classes or whatever. It's fine too. It's gonna be loads of fun, real easy. And it won't be abstract. It'll be very definitive. The people will actually look like, I think this looks like wildflowers,
Yeah, it looks good.
flowers that are wild. Now, what you get to take home today are your brushes, your 2 brushes, your pad of paper, and your box of paint, but we're leaving the palettes behind. You get to keep all of your beautiful paintings too. Tina laughs raucously.
Those are beauty. I can't draw them. No, that's how I used to know. But you know what? I can't make them grow there.
I mean, I end up with hundreds, you know.
No, thank you, that'd be wonderful.
But that's what
Be inspired.
I had, whatever she thought. I should have told that I looked at it to see what I was doing.
Like Hilaria to our heads. He's like, this was another one that came, so, and that was the center. Then I went through some.
I forgot about those. We were doing those over the school.
Hollyhocks.
The hollyhocks would also
stay in there.
This is rounded down.
No, they don't want to stay, and then the birds eat the seeds and then they put more. So my son. Doing the whole.
I don't care, I'm just happy you're back.
Thanks, me too.
I'll probably miss you, Mickey.
Yep.
I did that last year, they were just massive.
Going off having adventures. Well, would you say that this was a successful class or should I add it to the unsuccessful class?
Definitely successful.
So that you guys in, somebody.
Well, it seems like that line that started out.
All along the fence line.
And then lots of.
Elisa, you really handled that well. Here's one where she really handled the drawing well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
I love it. Is this just today?
Yeah.
Just
But does that give you some ideas? Because I guarantee you, no matter what stage you're at, you all can still do this to your paintings. Right? Especially Tina, especially you, because right now not all you have. Right now, you're still in the, how do I say this gracefully? You're still in the blob stage. Okay, so look at how she's done the individual petals and then the different layers. This happens to be her genius too.
Yeah.
We've all seen Elisa work before, so yeah, when she brings in those lines, she really brings it out. Especially this one down here, and then look at how look how she incorporated the black dots. Well done.
Yeah. So fun and beautiful.
Then up here with how I was thinking about you on the way in today because the trees all had little dots of snow on it. And I said, that's what she was painting that year. Anyway, well done. Does anybody in Alpine have anything to show?
He enjoyed that. That's really fun.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
I was stressed. I won't sing your name.
What?
Oh,
good.
I'm saved.
I have an artist willing to share today in Laverne saying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful one.
Oh, wow.
Are you gonna hang in your bathroom? Hear me, face. Where's Kathy? Kathy, show yours. Oh, Kathy, you've done this before. She has, look at, she's like, I have done this before. How about tomorrow? How did yours turn out tomorrow? Okay, that's really pretty too. I'm glad everybody got the blues in. There's one more person back there. So, all right. Here we go.
The camera on the wall.
Oh, that one turned out really well too. Oh, yeah, I like, yeah. You're getting a lot of cheers down here.
There's Lafarge.
Well, Labarge will never, oh, Labarge, are you actually going to show us some work today? Yay, that's beautiful. Oh, look at, she put a ladybug in it. I think we all need, oh, there's a couple, I like that. That's a good, I think we all should put ladybugs in ours. What a great idea, thank you. Do you guys want to come up here and hold up paintings so they can see you and me?
Look at all of those spatters all over your table.
Yeah.
We went on that.
Your chair for you. There you go.
The worst mistake my mother ever made was putting a white carpet in my bedroom as a kid. And within 3 weeks, I dumped India ink on it. And then moved my bed into the middle of the room and told her that's what everybody does. Can you put the spotlight? Do you want to hold it up so people can see you and your painting? No? All right, here's, you really pulled this off well too. Love this area up there.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I don't think this class was a total failure. You just convinced me.
I didn't think you were saying that.
Yep. Thank you, everybody, for attending the class. There's one spot left in my people class, so if anybody wants to sign up that hasn't signed up, starting Monday. And don't forget to thank your Wyoming State Legislature and the Wyoming Arts Council for the class. Thank you. And thanks to the Thane County Library. Thane Library. Lincoln County Library. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Lafarge says thank you back. Why don't you want to see how this whole thing turns out?
I'm glad they showed a painting.